Hey guys, it's Courtney, and this is going to be a 4th of July tutorial. And I am actually going to mainly be using the Wonder Woman palette, box palette that you can find at Walgreens. And this is what it looks like inside. So we're going to be mostly using this and a couple other things, and I am really excited. So I'm also very excited for 4th of July. So let's get going. And I'm going to try to make sure my face stays in focus the entire time. Okay, cool. You can also still see my demon eye. Ignore that. It's going to go away. It has to. It just has to. So, I already primed my eyelids, and I obviously already put on foundation, which is why my neck is really orange in places. Let me see if I can fix that, actually. Let's, like, do something about this situation. Oh, I made it worse. Whatever. So, we're going to start off with some bronzer because this foundation does not match my skin tone. And it needs to blend slightly better than it is. And this doesn't really help, but psychologically, it helps me. It's making my neck more red. I mean, if that counts as helping. I don't know. So in real life, the rest of you are probably actually tan, so you don't have to do this. But I am not tan. And I can't do anything. Can't do anything about it. So I'm also going to hit my face with a little bit of powder because I kind of forgot to do that earlier. So we're just going to slap some of this around and try to keep some of this situation we got going on my face from flying off my face. Hair, excuse you. You are an unnecessary part of this tutorial. Okay. So I am going to actually kind of use a couple of things from this Wet n Wild, or not Wet n Wild, the Wonder Woman collection, just because I really like them. I don't know. I have the Amazonian bronzer highlight, and I'm going to actually use the highlight side if I can find my brush. Here we go. I'm going to use the contour side, not the highlight side, and I'm just going to kind of shizzle this little jiggles a little bit because I can, and I like to. And it looks so much more intense on the camera than it does in real life, so don't get scared. It doesn't really look like that. Is this what I look like in real life? Ugh, scary. Okay, so that's happening. We're moving on. I am going to pop some blush on as well while we're doing this step, and we are just gonna let it happen. First I have to find it, because it was beside me, but now it is not. We're just gonna take the blush that's in here, actually. It's called Grace and Power. It's this, like, this one. I don't know. It's like a weird color. I'm not really sure how to even describe this color. It's super pigmented, though, so you can see it for the rest of your life. So that's cool. Like, oh hey, don't mind me. Yes, I did put on a bunch of blush and bronzer this morning. How are you? Welcome to my life. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows really quick just because they really bug me and I hate them. So that's what we're doing. I'm using the NYC Browser On Brow Powder in dark brown. And this has kind of a reddish tint to it, but I slap this on and then I go in with my Maybelline one and I add in some darkness so it's not just like, hi, by the way, my eyes are auburn, even though they're not. It's going to be the weirdest tutorial ever. What can you do? So to avoid looking like a psycho, spoolie it. So many text messages. And then I'm taking my Maybelline Define and Fill. And like I said, I'm just adding some darkness to it kind of gives my brows like more dimension, I guess. But it makes them look like they match a little bit better. to my actual face, which I dig in every sense of the word. So, okay, so we're gonna get into the eyes now because it's just that time. I am, like I said, gonna use this box palette right here. So I want to go and set my primer. Couldn't think of the word. I'm going to use this Legendary Pink color, and I'm just using a flat shader brush, and this is just what I always do because I have oilier eyelids than I'd like to admit, and if I set it with powder and then with shadow, it helps. It just does. I don't know. So I'm going to take my brush that I use for my crease, which I like a lot, which is this super dirty one. Ignore that. And I'm going to take Emancipation, which is the middle reddy shade, and we are just going to throw a little bit of that into the crease. Okay, so now that we have a crease color kind of happening, even though it's kind of wild, we can totes my goats fix that though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to kind of mess with this. I want to take the blue shade in this, which is called Marine Ultra. It's this one. I want to drag that underneath my eyes just a little bit, so I'm going to do that right now. On both sides, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also take that Marine Ultra and I'm going to put it on the outer V of my eyeball. And with this color especially, I don't know about if you have other shadows in this color, it might be different, but this one, you have to be kind of careful because it gets kind of muddy really fast. So put it like right where you want it and then don't touch it. Now I'm just kind of dragging it forward a little bit to kind of smoke it out, and then so it doesn't look so unblended. But like I said, to be careful because you will, I don't know, for me it's a struggle, but you might be more talented than me, which is probably true. So for the lid shade, I'm going to go in with Golden Age, which is, oh my lord, this one. It's a really pretty beigey gold shade, and I'm just going to take that on a flat shader brush, and we are just going to slap that all over the center of my eyeball, like such, and then kind of drag it almost all the way to the inner corner. So once that's done, we are going to go in with some liner, and I am just using a black liquid liner. This is the NYC High Definition Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to make a little baby line. So we got little baby lines. We're going to curl our actual lashes and then do some falsies if you feel. So curling regular lashes, and I'm going to put a layer of regular mascara on. Regular mascara, like there's other kinds. And we are just going to coat these real ones, and then we're going to toss on some fakers. So you can use whatever falsies you'd like, but I'm using some from Cara, which is part of my Shop Miss A haul, and I'm just going to pop these on really quickly. Okay, so we're throwing falsies on, and I also tightline my eyes really quick, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over the lash band and kind of try to cover up the glue really quick with my eyeliner. And then I am going to use a silver pencil in my waterline, and I just think this gives your eyes like a more open and awake feel. You can use white or a pop of color if you want to, like a blue or even like burgundy would be cool with this look. And then I do want to take this gold glitter, which is actually also from the Wonder Woman collection. This is in Golden Lasso, and I want to just outline over top of that black. This just gives a little bit of dimension to the eyeliner, and you can't really see it unless you're really close, but it does look cool, in my humble opinion. So that is done. Now it is time for the lips. So I'm going in with just a lip balm. This is the Bliss X Berry one, to kind of prep the lips. And then I'm using a Essence lip liner in red, and here we go. And I'm just going to outline and then fill in my lips. And for my actual lipstick, I'm going to go in with the NYX Matte Lipstick in Alabama, which, if you guys are new here, I'm obsessed with this lipstick. It's fantastic, and it's super beautiful. I'm going to just clean the bottom up a little bit with some extra concealer. Now, if you don't like red lipstick or red on your lips, you could also do this to be really pretty with like a nude or maybe a darker pink as well. So this is my finished look. The only thing I'm going to add is lower lashes, regular old mascara, and we're just going to pop some of that on, and then we are done. Okay, so that is the finished look, and I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you end up recreating this look, please tag me or send it to me, tweet it to me, whatever you want to do on any of the social medias. Those are all linked down below. Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, and now my Snapchat as well. You can snap it to me. And I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. It was really fun for me to film for you, and I hope you all are having a safe, happy, and healthy 4th of July. God bless America. I love you guys very much. I hope you're having a great day, week, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone. Blending. I'm always blending. So horrible. So just to fix a little bit of that, because it looks terrible, I'm going to end up cutting this entire part out of the tutorial. Yay! But this is the finished look as my alarm goes off and my air conditioning starts. It's meant to be the end.